Hello YouTubers, this is Dialer. Today I'm going to review the Elephone P8 MTK6592 CPU, and it's a 1.7 GHz octa-core. I got this phone from efox-shop.com, and I will provide the link in the video description. It took about 5 days to arrive with DHL Express. The first thing you notice about the device is that it does look like the Note 3, but it's not a real clone because it has no Samsung logo, and the logo on the back says Elephone. So no Samsung logo on the back, it has its own brand, and that's good and bad, because the good is that when these phones come with their own name, actually they seem to be better than the clones, because when the phones are sold as clones in China, they are often cheap. For some reason they don't make the quality that high on the clones as on the real brands. So if you want a phone in high quality, in good quality, then you have to go for a phone with their own brand and own name, not something like called the HTC Note 3 clone or something like that, because clones are clones and they are often cheaper in the material and the build quality. So if we take a closer look to the design, we have the home button here, and the home button is actually of a good quality. Then we have the earphone speaker here, we have a sensor and proximity sensor, and we have the front facing camera. Then we have the volume rocker on this side, and we have the power button on the other side. And here in the bottom we have the micro USB. This port is just the normal micro USB port and not a faked 3.0 port. And we have the microphone. And in the top we have the jack stick input. And on the back we have the back camera here with a good flash. And we have the back speaker here with some holes here. Another thing you have to notice is that this phone has no stylus like the Note 3 clone from HTC. This one has a stylus like this, but the Elephone P8 has no stylus here. For me it doesn't matter, because actually I don't use the stylus anyway. So if we try to take the stylus here, and see if it works here on the screen. You can see it doesn't work. So this screen is not meant to be used with stylus. So if I have to say something about the build quality of this phone, it's very high. It's higher than my HTC Galaxy Note 3 clone, and the screen is also a lot more vivid and clear. The home button here seems also to be more solid somehow, and the buttons in the sides are also better to use. They are a bit hard to press, but it's better that they are hard than loose. So overall I'm pretty impressed with this piece of hardware. The phone is high quality actually. So when we compare the size here, you can see that the Elephone is longer than the HTC. And if we take a look here in the top, you can see that the Elephone is higher than the HTC also here, and here on the Elephone we have no wing, but we have the wing here on the HTC. And here you see how the boot logo looks like. And here you see the dialer. Here in the bottom we have the option to choose SIM card 1 or SIM card 2. Of course you can also slide down here, and then you can choose in the top which SIM card you want to use, or if it has to ask always. Right now I'm using the LG lock screen, and I'm running Nova launcher because I didn't like the stock launcher. So as you can see, the screen is really clear and sharp, and the viewing is also pretty good. This screen should be a 1080p screen, full HD. So as you can see here, the viewing angle is really good. And as you notice, there's no lag at all. It's really fast. The viewing angle here is also really nice here, as you can see. So let's try to compare it with my Note 3 clone here. Here you see the screen. maybe you can see that the Elephone P8 actually has a better screen than the HTC. The HTC only has a 720p screen, and the Elephone has a 1080p full HD screen. So this makes a difference, as you can see. Also here you can see the viewing angle is much better and clear on the Elephone as on the HTC clone. So here I have the Antutu. Let's make a test. This is the first time I'm doing the test. So here you see the score. It's 26,779, and you can see it's faster than the HTC One and very close to the Galaxy S4. So let's try a game now. Try wheel racing. So the phone also comes with the Play Store, and all apps like Google Search, YouTube and so on, they all work and there are no problems. So let's take a look in the settings of this phone. So as you can see here, we have dual SIM and we have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and we also have the gesture sensing. We have the flash alert, allowing you to use the flash to flash when you get a SMS or incoming call. Actually, I sometimes have my phone on mute, and when you get a SMS or call, you can see it flash on the table. So that's actually okay. Then we also have the storage, and as you can see, there's 4 GB internal storage, and we have around 10 GB ROM storage, and it's possible to insert an extra SD card also. So when we take a look on about phone, you can see it's running the 4.22 Android version, and let's try to check here. And yes, you can see it's the Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean. In the screen option we have clear motion. It's a video fluency enhancer. It makes the video look more real and alive, and it's actually a joy to watch movies on this screen. Then we also have the wireless screen. You can use this with the Wi-Fi Miracast dongle to the television, or if your television has the Miracast built in. Then we also find the sensor settings here. Here you can recalibrate the G sensor or the proximity sensor. And here you can also see there are some options for the S-View cover, the S-View window color, and you can set S-View window sleep, how many seconds, and you can increase the S-View touch sensitivity. In battery, we have an option to disable or enable the CPU power saving mode. It will limit the maximum CPU performance to conserve battery life and lower device temperature. So if I should demonstrate shortly the air gestures and try it here. As you can see, it works fine. And if we try the camera is actually okay. It's not bad like on the HTC. The camera is not so good on this clone, but I guess all the new Octa-core phones has the upgraded camera. And as you can see here, the gesture mode also works here. And it's possible to also just to say capture. So as you can see, it works with the voice command also. I will provide some sample pictures down in the video description, so please have a look if you want to see how the quality of the pictures are. So now I'm going to test the GPS, and this is the first time I'm going to test it. I haven't tried it yet. So let us try to test the GPS. As you can see here, I have turned on the GPS here. Go into the GPS test. GPS is on, and you can see really fast it has found 7 satellites, 8. So this took only about 10 seconds or less to find the satellites. So the GPS is really good in this device also. So now we are going to take a look on the back, and I'm going to take off the back cover here. And as you can see here, this is a huge battery. Actually the battery is kind of thin, as you can see, but still it's pretty huge. And the battery here says it's 2800 milliampere. And here we see the connectors to the battery, and we see dual SIM. They are on top of each other here. Below we have the normal size SIM, and here we have the micro SIM, and then we have a SD card slot. In the bottom here we have the speaker, and we have the micro USB port. So I have used this phone for some days now, and what I have noticed is that the battery holds for about 1.5 days. So I don't have any problems with the battery life in this device. It has a huge battery, but also the screen is also very big, so that's align it a bit. But the battery life is okay. And let's try some of the ringtones, so you can hear the loudness of the speaker. So as you can hear here, it's really loud. You can really boost the volume on this phone. And now I'm going to test the Miracast on the Elephone P8. And as you see here, my TV is waiting for connection for the Miracast. And I have the phone here. I go into the settings, and down here you can choose to search for wireless screen. I turn it on here, and it's found here, connect, and it says connecting now, and you can see here on the screen it tries to connect. And now the screen is displaying. So right now you can see it works here like this. So that's pretty nice actually. The Elephone P8 is a really good device if you want to play heavy games. The Octa-core 1.7 GHz is really good to handle the games, and it's much better than the HTC with only quad-core. This phone is only equipped with the older quad-core, and this is the Octa-core. Another good thing about this device is the quality of the earphone speaker here. When I speak to people, it's really clear and it's loud. I can't say the same on the HTC clone. This speaker is not loud and it's not very clear, so that's a big difference. The best audio enhancer, and we have the best loudness. So what the best loudness does is it boosts the volume for the speaker. If you think it's too low, you can boost the sound. And the best audio enhancer, it's an audio enhancer for the earphone. If I should say something negative about this device, then it has to be that the size. The size is actually a problem if you are used to have the phone in your pocket. As you can see here, it is bigger as the normal Note 3, and somehow the bezel is not that thin. They made the bezel thicker, and also we have some wasted space here above the home button. Another thing is that the screen sensitivity could be a little bit better, and I haven't found any options to change that. But overall, this device is pretty good, and I can recommend it to people who want a phone with high quality that still reminds of the Note 3. So this was my review of the Elephone P8 Octa-core. I hope you like my videos, and please like and subscribe on my channel, and until next time, bye bye.